Again, the New York Mets are on a 11 game losing streak. Unbelievable. This baseball team had the game. The Mets were up 1-0 in the bottom of the ninth inning. And the ex-Met who was with the Mets as a rookie in 2015, the team that went to the World Series, Michael Conforto, a game-tying RBI double in the bottom of the ninth inning. Unbelievable. We already got a comment right now from Star Wars. Hello. We keep you in here. Star Wars. Both me and you are going through it. Our baseball teams are struggling. Shout out to Bellstar24 for sending the hat and the mustache. I appreciate you. I'm positive, but do we need a coach change? All right. Look, I'm going to go into this. I'm talking to Rico_NY with the follow. I appreciate you. John Vincent saying hello, hello. Look, just be a Yankee fan. 1K TM, chill. I got to be with the Mets. Look, I'm not going to take long in this reaction. I'm going to get to some comments in a few, but I got to at least get to my reaction regarding this game because I tell you, it is absolutely brutal what is going on with this team. And where do I start? Where do I start for this baseball team? Look, I'm going to start with the box score. Carson Bench, 0 for 3 with a K. He's hitting 143. And they put him to the leadoff hitter. Francisco Alvarez, pinch hit. He didn't start in this game. He came up to hit. He struck out in his only AB. Tommy Pham just played defense. Bo Bichette, 0 for 4 with 1K. Francisco Lindor, 0 for 4 with 1K. Robert Jr. was 1 for 3. The only run we scored in this game was a solo home run by MJ Melendez, who's hitting 357 for the team. I understand he's only played 4 games. Vientos, 0 for 4. Beatty, 1 for 2. Wow. Even though Tyrone Taylor ended up pinch hitting for him, and he went 0 for 2. Simeon was one of the Mets that hit, 2 for 3. And Luis Torrens, which I can't be mad at him, he was 1 for 4. Now, look, again, I've been saying this. It's not always about losing. Well, in the Mets case, you lose 11 in a row. That's a shame. But it's how the Mets are losing. In these last 3 games versus just the Cubs, the Mets scored 7 runs. That is an average of 2.3 runs a game. It's not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. The Atlanta Braves swept the Philadelphia Phillies. So now the Mets are 8 games out of first place. I know it's still early, and I'll get to the optimism part, but the Mets left 6 runners on base. 6 runners. And they went 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Look, again, as I said, I don't even know where to fully go, but I'm going to go right now to the bottom of the ninth. Mets were leading 1-0. Devin Williams, I said it, he gave up a RBI double to Michael Conforto. How about that? From Conforto getting that hit, I thought right there, yeah, game's over for sure. But Devin Williams actually got 2 outs, 2 more outs. 2 more outs. And with those 2 outs, is there a glimmer of hope? Maybe, but not with the Mets right now. The Mets go to the 10th inning, and in extra innings, a runner starts off in second base. So what happened for the Mets in the 10th inning? They started off the inning with a runner in scoring position. In extra innings, the minimum you need to do is score 1 run. And yes, Star Wars on YouTube, we are both very bad. 10th inning, Vientos pops up to second. Now, he was frustrated, broke his bat. He didn't come through. Tyrone Taylor flied out to left. He didn't come through. Simeon reached on an infield single. First and third now. The Mets have Luis Torrens coming up first and third. Luis Torrens struck out swinging. When that happens, it is pretty much 100% guaranteed the Mets were going to lose the game. Kimbrel came in, and this was the problem, though. Kimbrel came in. Pete Crow Armstrong, probably and arguably one of the fastest runners in the league. Wild pitch from Craig Kimbrel. Pete Crow Armstrong is at third base now, the winning run with no outs. He struck out Dansby Swanson. Wow. The Mets ended up pitching to Horner, the leadoff hitter, which he killed the Mets in this series. Sacrifice fly. Very deep enough that you were not throwing out Pete Crow Armstrong. And the Mets end up getting swept and losing their 11th game in a row. Look, Lindor after the game took ownership. He said, I came up times with runners in scoring position. I didn't come through. David Peterson was asked, do you think this is Mendoza's fault, the team's fault? He said everybody's fault. Lindor didn't put blame on Mendoza. Lindor said it's the players. Devin Williams said it's the players. And look, I made a prediction. I made a prediction that if the Mets got swept in this series as well and go back to Citi Field on an 11-game losing streak, I think Carlos Mendoza will be fired. And I think it could happen tomorrow, Monday. Now, I will admit this. I'm not 100% sold on it. I will admit that. A part of me thinks that it actually won't happen. They'll keep him. Look, is Mendoza, is he flawless? Of course not. But honestly, this is the whole team. This is the whole team. I'm sorry. It's the whole team. It's everybody. It's David Stearns. Look, I would prefer, if somebody's going to get fired, I would put Stearns over Mendoza. We got Tony on YouTube. Tony HVAC. I doubt it. I predicted it was going to happen, but I'm starting to feel like it won't happen. Look, the Mets are in a really, really bad time right now. If you would have told me that they were going to lose 11 in a row, I would have said, hell no. But it happened. And if you would have told me that this team, because it's not about always losing, even though, look, if you lose 11 in a row, it's horrible. But I'm telling you, some of the ways that they've been losing these games, it's like, no way. And today, all jokes aside, today was the cherry on top. This was the first time they had a lead in the 9th inning in these last 11 games. And they lost it. Tony. Lindor and Simeon coming out and blaming the players was not on accident. They had those lines already planned out. Look, I I blame everybody. It's everybody. Like, has Mendoza made bad decisions? Yeah. Should he have left Freddie Peralta in the game Saturday? I think so. He's your ace. You got him to be your ace. You took him out. I understand he got into some trouble, but you took him out. The first pitch from Brooks Raley, 3-run home run. So I would have loved to see Freddie Peralta stay in the game because he took the loss. Yeah, it was his fault for the two base runners. But at the same time, come on, Mendoza, like, give him a shot. Was that the first time Mendoza does that? No, he always does that. Oh, he did it with Nolan McLean versus the Dodgers. McLean, he did it 2 times in a row. McLean, when this losing streak was in the beginning versus the Diamondbacks, was it the second or third game of the series? McLean was great. Mendoza took him out in the, I don't know if it was the 7th or the 6th, and at the ending, Mendoza said, I had a lot left in the tank. Like, I get it. It's early. I get it. You don't want to push the pitchers, but you know, your best pitchers, you gotta give them a shot. They're your best pitchers. And Tony, yeah, very bad. I blame everybody though. To just fire Mendoza, look, that's not gonna solve the problem. Will it help? Maybe. Look, what will also help? I believe Soto's gonna come back this Tuesday. But you can't put everything. Lindor even said it. Soto coming back, we can't put everything on him. And I agree with that. But I do tell you, the Mets miss Soto so badly. I am stunned with this team. Mendy has made some head-scratching plays. I want him gone. 45 and 75 since June 20th, 2025. Plus 7 games or more losing streaks in 90 games. Yeah, Tony, that is an amazing stat. I didn't even have the patience to look for stuff like that. But you know, and they look, last year they had Soto, they had Alonso, they had Nimmo, they had, these players. Now, the biggest problem last year was the pitching. In my opinion, starters going 3 innings. 3 innings. Now, the offense wasn't great. The offense last year was not clutch in the second half. They weren't. But what we're seeing right now, the only thing that this could remind me of is 2007 and 2008. That's what it reminds me of. 2007 and 2008. Tony, does he come back Tuesday? Was that for sure? I was really heavily thinking he's not coming back, but he may come back. Let me get to some comments really fast on TikTok because I know it's blowing up there with comments. Shout out to Gavin for sharing the live. How much is the Mets payroll? 380 mil. Rockies are a better team. Right now they are. The Mets have the worst record in the league. Ali Bateman, Mets have 0 sluggers. Consistent sluggers. Gavin, Mendoza has to be done. What do you think about Senga? Senga, I want him to be a 1-inning, 2-inning bullpen person. I can't see him as a starter. I mean, he's just been horrible. We got LC. You really can't blame the Cubs. They have some steam behind them right now. The Cubs play good, but the Mets lose 11 in a row. D-Gun, Mets just have no hope. Look, I disagree. I believe that I have hope in the Mets. Maybe it's foolish hope. I still got it. Dame cool and Mets suck. I gotta face it. Look, chill. I know it's gotta be hard being a Mets fan. It is. We got JMC. Mets suffering warms my hater heart. Jeez. How can you be proud to be a hater? Like, I've never heard of that. That's what Soto gets for taking the money over the Yankees. Sean, chill, Sean. Yeah, keep talking about Soto. Like, Yankee fans, get over it. Let's see here. No way the Mets are this bad. They are not. I'm telling you. They have a record below the Mendoza line. My God, time to go ahead and hang it up. They keep looking like the Rockies last year. Fire Mendoza. I think Monroe High School in the Bronx can beat the Mets. James Monroe. Oh boy. Thanks for the sweep. My gosh. You have to. I ain't giving up on my Mets. Don't cover up for a team that's not good, please. Look, I'm not lying. The Mets are terrible right now. They are. I'm not hiding that. They are terrible. The Mets are hot garbage right now. They are. Um, it is written in the book of history. Mets will never win another chip again. Period. Chill. Hey, bro, how the Mets? Yo, it is hilarious how people get a kick of Met fans, going through it. But all right, there's still time left. They will turn it around. Tony, that's what I'm talking about. Star Wars, yeah, Rockies are better than the Phillies and Mets together. It's true. Philly don't have the pitching. Yeah. Look, it's not even funny because I'm going through it too. Oh, Chief Keef, I can't laugh. Chief Keef Sosa, respect. Yeah. Look, I gave my reaction about this game, folks. I'm gonna be getting off. And look, I want to give a little bit of an announcement. Tomorrow, I've been streaming almost every day. Tomorrow, there's a chance I won't be live streaming any MLB games or NBA playoff games. Maybe I'll get to the Knicks game. It's a 50-50 thing. But look, there's still hope. Nolan McLean's pitching Tuesday. The Mets are off tomorrow, Monday. There's a possibility, small, a possibility small like this. Maybe I'm going to be at Citi Field this Tuesday. Maybe. Small possibility. Small. Maybe I will be at Citi Field this Tuesday to watch the Mets end the losing streak of 11 games and watch Nolan McLean get a W. Now, look, I will say this. Tony, glad I found this page. Great stream. I will look for your next one. Have a blessed night. Tony, I appreciate you. I'm glad you found the page. I'm thankful for your support. And yeah, Tony, I do my best to live stream every Mets game. But sometimes I'm a baseball coach. My schedule gets in the way. Travel. I can't do every game. But out of the 23 games, the Mets are 7-15, 22 games, sorry. I've done about 14 or 15 of the Mets games. So I'm pretty happy about that. And I've reacted to a lot of them. Look, maybe this Tuesday, maybe 50-50. Maybe I will be in Citi Field. I will and you best believe if I'm there in Citi Field Tuesday, my plan is to go live from Citi Field. I'm bringing the prayers to Citi Field, and you best believe that I'm believing in this Mets team to get a win, The Christmas tree guy. Mets always take Yankee players. How is that working out for y'all? I can't respond to that. Get rid of all the high players, trade them all. We got New York Mets fan. That was heartbreaking. Up 1-0 in the ninth. Look, Devin Williams, did he need to close the game out? Yes, he did. But I can't even be that mad at him. I can't. It's the team. The Mets had chances in the game. You score one run off of Assad Javier, who his ERA was 8. What are you supposed to do? So, what can we say about things like that? Bring back the Brooklyn Dodgers. And New York Mets fan, we're going to win. I may be there Tuesday night. Cheap tickets, I bet. Gotta take advantage. You think I'm paying $100, $200, $300? I'll pay $10, $12. I ain't going much more than that. Let the kids play, rebuild, and get rid of Stearns. Stearns, look, first base and everything's on Stearns. Could be a Nationals fan. Nah, I ain't betraying my team. Look, we got Peterson's ERA is the same and the Cubs didn't score. Look, we gotta give him some credit. He came into the third inning, runner at third base, he got out of it. We gotta give him some credit. This is Mom Donnie's fault. Oh my gosh. Look, folks, if I go to Citi Field this Tuesday, I'm gonna go live from there. So please be alert to your phone that day around 7. ish. I will, if I'm not live because of my data, you can be sure I will have videos from there. But look, this is how I'm gonna finish. It's 11:27. I'm about to get off the live stream. And again, I don't think I'll be live streaming tomorrow, Monday, any MLB or NBA playoff games. It's 50-50. But um this is how I want to finish. And hey, we got shout out to Tia. Yo, I can't believe Detroit lost today to Orlando. Me neither. I'm stunned by that. I am stunned by that. I'm not leaving my Phillies either. Let's go, Star Wars. We can't stick with the team and the good and the bad. Joseph, finish. I just got here. We've been live for about 20 minutes. We're going through it. Joseph, you was correct. You were. Christmas, never know what Williams you're gonna see. It's true. Look, I'm happy he got out of the ninth, but with the Mets offense, he needed to be perfect. Le'Veon, Mets fans are boop. Frank the Tank is the actual only Mets fan. I mean, in this page, I like letting people express themselves. If that's your opinion, then that's your opinion. Look, what I'm going to finish with, again, this Tuesday, possibly I will be at Citi Field. Possibly. Be alert. I will plan to go live. I plan to go live. Tickets are going to be cheap. They better be cheap. I've been saying this. Let's go Mets from Nolan. Look, I'm about to finish the live in the next 3 to 5 minutes. I've been saying this. In the good and in the bad, I'm sticking with my team. The Mets are hot garbage right now. I'm not fighting that. Anybody that talks about the Mets, the only thing I can say is that I'm going to stay with the team. I'm going to keep being a fan. I'm not going to be a bandwagon. When things are bad, leave. When things are good, yay, let's go Mets. No. In the good and the bad, I'm a Mets fan. But I can't say nothing. And yet, look, I am just going to remain optimistic. It's tough. It's a battle. This is one of the hardest times of me watching sports. But I will say this. Last year's collapse was worse. Even though this is bad, this is terrible. Last year's collapse was horrible. And I will admit that. The collapse, this is a continuation of the collapse. Just being honest. But I'm not giving up on my team. I ain't giving up on them. I'm riding with them. And I believe in them. Now, if and I've said it, if I'm wrong that they're not going to finish off the season good and recover from this, I'm going to apologize in the month of what? June, July, August, September, whenever it happens. I will apologize. But right now, I'm rolling with my team. I'm rolling with them. I'm sticking with them. And yo, the Mets need to get me into the clubhouse to break them curses, bring the blessed oil to pray with these guys. The Mets, I'm telling you, they need me in there. But, and again, from the human side of it, I'm rolling with the guys. From the baseball side, I'm angry. But I'm going to stick with this team. And if you're a Met fan, I encourage you to stick with them as well. Let's go. MB Sports, I think Mendoza will get fired tomorrow. I predicted it. But now a part of me is telling me it's not going to happen. A part of me is telling me it's not going to happen. Mets and Jets fans should just stop watching sports. Vonnie, chill. Chill. Just because our team is bad doesn't mean we should be bandwagons and hop off. Let's go, New York Mets fan. I'm a Mets fan for life. Me too. Belita, chill out. You are wildin'. See, this is the type of comment. Look, I'm going to screenshot this comment. You best believe that's a comment. Belita, God can't even help the Mets. Please. All right. That's the type of comment I love to see. We're going to see what's going to happen. There's only a touchdown and 2-point conversion from 500. That's how I feel with the Miami Dolphins. My God. Jets worse than the Mets, though. That's not fair to say. 100%. The Jets haven't been to the playoffs for 15 years, let alone the Jets haven't been to the Super Bowl since what, 1969? It's crazy how Joe Namath guaranteed that. But look, we're gonna finish with this. Yo, much love to all of you. The Met haters, the loyal Met fans. Yo, I love you all. Much love to all of you. Much love to all of you. Like bad boys say, we rise together, we die together. Met fans for life. We win together, we lose together, we suffering together. Mets fan for life. It's just as simple as that. It's a battle, it's tough, but I encourage all of you to keep your heads up. Let me get to these last comments. Nolan, I'm watching the game right now. The Spurs are up 105 to 92 versus the Trailblazers. 3:25 left in the fourth quarter. I've been live streaming. I live streamed the NCAA end of the games, like March Madness. I streamed the Friday playing games. I streamed yesterday. I streamed earlier today Sixers and Celtics, which was a blowout. Hey, so tomorrow and Tuesday may be the only days where I may not stream the games, but definitely I'll be doing that. And Chief Keith, look, my three teams, Mets, Nets, Jets. How did that happen? I don't know, but Mets, Nets, Jets, those are my teams. I've never seen my team in my lifetime win a championship. I gotta deal with it. Look at I'm not reading Belita's comments no more. I can't read that. But look, I appreciate you being here, bro. You can be a Knicks fan, bro. I'm rooting for the Knicks. Keep it a buck. New York Mets fan, good night. See you next time. Definitely. I'll see you soon. If I'm at Citi Field Tuesday, we need the comment section to go crazy. I'm gonna be live streaming there. Bro, yeah, I'm rooting for the Knicks. I could root for them. Yeah, bro. You real, bro. I'm gonna give a follow. Chief Keith Sosa, I appreciate you. Remember, you made it. Drew made it to the playoffs. Tired of these damn bandwagons. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Nah, bro. Knicks always choke in the playoffs. I mean, nah, we can't always say they always choke. But look, folks, I appreciate all of you. Again, much love to all of you. The channel is continuing to grow. As the channel grows, we're going to be doing giveaways. We're going to be giving out gift cards. I'm trying to give away Meta glasses, baseball jerseys, baseball merch, accessories, gear, things that I can't even imagine. But I give you all of this. As the page keeps growing, we're going to be able to do more and make the experience better. And I give you this. Good things take time in life. Maybe you have a dream, you have a goal, you have something that you want to achieve in your life, but it's taken a long time. Good things take time. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your goals. Sammy, higher expectation sports. Don't give up. Let's stick with our team forever. Let's go Mets. I'm looking at these last comments right now. Hey, I'm not responding to them. Not responding to them because I'm going to be heading off. Well, Floriberto with the follow. I appreciate you. Look, I appreciate Jack Ace for the follow. I got you. It's like I want to go, but then I'm going to stay. Nah, I'm going to head out, folks. Look, I appreciate you. If you guys want to talk more, I can't guarantee I will respond fast, but send me a DM, and as soon as I can, I will get back to all of you. Best regards. Don't give up on your dreams, and let's go Mets. See you all. Take care, everybody. Good night. Good night.